Hi, my name is Chef Galen, and I'm also a certified holistic nutritionist and a dietary health coach. And on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about nutrition for children. And so if this is something that you have been thinking about for a while and you feel like this video definitely gives you some insight and it's of value, I would love for you to share it. I would also love for you to go ahead and subscribe underneath so that you can get more content. And if you go ahead and go on our website, kefircomplete.com, you can also find some amazing free resources on there and menu plans, as well as recipes and other great nutritional facts that I'm going to be sharing with you today. One of the first things that comes to mind when people think of kids and food is the big drama that we go through at dinner time. And you know, we finally get the family together, are ready to have some quality family time, and our children are not eating what we put on their plate. And we're just trying to be healthy. We're trying to get them to eat healthy foods. And so what I would encourage you to do is take them to the grocery store. And you know, all of us, even you and I, we definitely go through times where we crave certain foods, and bring them in the fruit and vegetable section, you know, the meat section, and see what their body is craving and what they're liking. And my girls, for the longest time, they would crave watermelon and pineapple, which was great because they were very healthy. But then we went through a time period where they just weren't interested anymore. And I would go ahead and take them to the store, and then all of a sudden they went through this whole other time where it's like apples and grapes were really important to them. And the other thing too is packaged foods and processed foods is just a good thing just to stay away from totally with the family. We definitely do this, and packaged foods and processed foods are great because, you know, you can just grab and go. I can grab that bag of chips. You know, I can grab that bag of cookies. I can, you know, grab something processed. It is very quick and easy. But to let you know, grabbing an apple and a banana is just as easy, but it's also good for us, and we're getting the nutrients that we need, which is so important. And the other thing too is, you being a parent, you're the one who supplies the line of food in the home. Now I do give my children kefir every single day, and sometimes they drink it. Sometimes they have a little bit of a hard time drinking it because they sometimes just want to go for those lollipops. But I feel like at least if they're getting that detox every day, then if they're at their friend's house or at school, or you know, they're at a birthday party and having pizza and ice cream and cake, at least they're getting some kind of nutrients in their body that will fortify them. And kefir also cleanses your digestional tract. So as they're young children, it's great to give them a probiotic such as kefir that will actually cleanse their bodies and give them the nutrients that they need. And it also builds their immune system, which is fantastic, and gives them the energy that they need to get through the day. The other thing that is very important too, I feel, is that a lot of times we feel like, you know what, you're my child, you need to eat every single thing on your plate. And the way that we do it at our home, which seems to be very helpful, is, you know, we all have different desires and foods of what we are, you know, how much we want to eat. So what we do is, you know, tell me how much you want of this, and I will put that on your plate, and then go ahead and eat it, instead of just going ahead and just putting a bunch of food on your child's plate and then expecting them to eat it all, because they really just might not be that hungry. So going ahead and asking them ahead of time, look, how much do you want? You know, how hungry are you? And that's a great way to actually alleviate a lot of the tension that can go on during the time that we're having our special time at the dinner table with our family. And also starting young, making sure that, you know, while they're young, while they're, you know, little babies, 1, 2, 3, growing up, that we're introducing foods all the time, all these healthy, nutritious foods. And, you know, if your kids are older than that, and it's just something now that you want to implement, you know, it's never too late. I mean, it's amazing how our children, they want to do what we want to do. So we have to be a good example as parents to make sure that our health and nutrition is on par. And just because I'm a chef and I'm a nutritionist, and I've studied this forever, it seems that a lot of times, yeah, I can get into a rut, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to eat healthy. I'm not in the mood. I'm not, you know. And when they see that go on consistently, it doesn't encourage them to go ahead and eat well. And it's not just eating well too, but it's also making sure that you're drinking your water every day and making sure they're getting their water every day as well. The number one reason why so many children actually get headaches is because they're dehydrated and they're not getting enough water. And so I would encourage you to go ahead and make sure your kids are drinking water. If they are drinking juice, make sure that it's 100% juice, okay? And so they don't have all these empty calories that are going to cause them to gain weight, break down their immune system. And the other thing too is they only need 4 to 6 ounces of 100% juice. And so a lot of times you can just cut it with water because it is very sweet. That's a great way to go as well. But definitely try to stay away from anything that has any artificial sweeteners in it, like aspartame. Aspartame is awful. It's actually a poison, and it's okay in America. America says, okay, we can put aspartame in our food, but it's actually illegal to have in the foods in 30 other countries. That's how toxic aspartame is. So I would encourage you, if you want your kids to have something sweet, do something simple. Try to go with something with the raw sugar, so that you're not putting poison in their bodies, okay? And also too, if you're trying to reward your child for doing something great and amazing, don't reward them by, I know you can see my little ones in the background there, just popping their heads over, but try not to reward them through food. Try to find another thing to reward them for. Like if you do this, listen, we're all going to go to the park together, or we're all going to go ice skating together, or I know I've got an angel pie on this side and another angel pie on that side. Hey, little Noelle. Oop, and she's down. And that's a great way too to get them motivated and not always think that sweets equals a reward. So try to find a reward, like, look, we'll all go roller skating together, or, you know, it's just, there's so many other things that we can do to reward our children. My kids personally enjoy the money reward when they do something great. So just trying to find something rather than food to reward them is really a great way to go. And also too, you know, sometimes, you know, we want to show our love to children, and it's like, here's a lollipop, or here's some gum, or here's, you know, and that's not a good way to go. We want to show our love by telling our children that we love them, we hug them, we tell them how special they are, and we also want to show them how much we love them by giving them healthy, nutritious meals and foods, and really taking that time to make nutrition very important for our children, because if they don't have the proper nutrition, it does make them foggy. It does make them bloated. It doesn't make them at their best. They do get more cranky, you know, and they eat more and more food because they're not getting the proper nutrition. So they might eat a whole thing of McDonald's and then be hungry a little bit later because they literally ended up getting no nutrients in their body. And then they just start gaining weight when they don't have the sustainability that they need throughout the day, you know? And so nutrition is medicine, and it's very, very important to feed your kids right. And also too, I wanted to say, like, limiting the TV time and the computer time is very important as well when you're raising children. And a lot of the commercials that they see, it was very interesting. Not that long ago, I was with one of my little ones, and we were in the store, and they were like, well, Fruit Loops, look at it, says as vitamins and minerals on it. And it's just amazing, and it breaks my heart, because they're trying to market it as a health food, Fruit Loops, and Fruit Loops is literally the worst cereal you can possibly eat, you know, and it's awful that they do that. Certain granola bars, even certain yogurts are so full of sugar, but they market them like they're very, very healthy, and that is really where we're getting into a lot of problems, okay? So really just try to make sure they're drinking their water, give them calorie foods that are very low. You know, of course they can have a good time and, you know, have their treats here and there, but it's all about balance, and us being an example is very, very important. So I just want to thank you all so much for chiming in. I know that you love your child, and if this has really touched your heart, then I want you to know that I am proud of you as a parent, just wanting the best for yourself and your family and your kids. And it can be easy. It can be cost effective. I know a lot of parents that I talk to, they say, yeah, well, I want to feed my kids organic food, but it just is so much more expensive. But what they don't get is the child will not even eat as much as a packaged food because they're actually getting the nutrients in their body. And in the long run, they're going to be much more healthier, and they're not going to have to deal with the cost of medical and pills and all the surgeries and everything that goes into when you have a body that's broken down. And so I just encourage you just to really grab a hold of it and really trust that God will give you the right method of what works best for your family, and that this would be a fun journey and a new journey if you're someone who's like, look, I just want to get back on track with my family. I've been feeling these convictions. This is really important to me. I just want you to know that you're not alone. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If there is a nutritional smoothie or tradition that you all do in your family, we would love to know about it. So go ahead and share, and we're always having fun learning from each other. But I love you all like crazy. This is my episode 4 and of my 30-day episodes, and I hope that you all found a lot of value in it. And thank you again for subscribing, sharing if you felt like someone else might want to hear this, and also too, we would love for you to come join us in our restaurant. And we always do a kids culinary camp every year, so if you're interested in that, we will be able to give you that information as well. Just go ahead and email us at galen'semail@yahoo.com, or you can call us. All of our information is on our website, and we'd love to get in touch with you all. Mwah. Have a fantastic, fantastic day, and we love all you mom and dads out there.